Good morning, everyone. I wanted to give you a quick update on the INENA website. We've done some work this week, and we'd like for you to take a chance to review it. And I want to give you a couple ideas, or I should say I want to give you a couple areas I'd like for you to think about during the weekend here. First, let's go to the portal page. I wanted to, let me switch the old camera here and put me down in the corner, and there you go. We're the portal page, and you might recall that when we were talking, well, at least a couple of us were talking earlier this week, the portal page was not operational. So one of the things that I've done is I've gone in and I've added the links so they are going to the correct place for the portal page. And of course, this will, the URL for this will be illinois911.org, and this will be the portal page. We'll change out these pictures or put a couple other pictures in here. But all of the links for the sites are coming back to the portal page now and going to the proper places. So I wanted to show you that real quick because that's nice that wasn't all that hard to do. And hopefully I won't break anything as we're working along here in the future. But specifically, let's go to the INENA page to take a look to see what we've done here. Really nothing that much down here. I added an entry for the September meeting and threw a standard graphic in there in that. And I'm actually wondering why this is going down here when I don't think it should be. I think we should only be featuring one feature story in this thing. I was trying to find out if there was a switch to turn this off, because I'm thinking that this should only be this one event should be here, and then any other events would show up in the blue box over here and be listed here from the newsflash module. Okay, but let's go up here to About INENA. One of the things we did, one of the things we took care of here was this. Obviously, when we click on About INENA, we do see the description here. The bylaws, when you click on that, it takes you to this page. Now, I can actually change this so it goes directly to the bylaws. It wouldn't need 2 clicks. But for right now, because I really want to do these sub-pages and make sure they're popping up okay, the bylaws are linked in there. They're coming up just fine. They open up in a separate window so that somebody could go back to the tab and get right back into the website if they want to. On the committee page, I did some highlighting. I highlighted the titles here. One of the things that we're going to talk about when we talk about pages, we're going to talk about the built-in formats as far as the there's built-in formatting for certain headings and things like that. And so all I've done is apply the built-in heading, the built-in formatting for the headers here for these areas right here. And there's different levels of those, and we'll talk about that. Over here let's go back to the home page again. And one of the things that I want to one of the things I'd like for you to think about here is this. We need to think about or make a decision on exactly what we're going to put in events. I personally think this is probably a good place for training announcements and things like that. And so, but I want you to think about it and think about what you'd like to actually put in there. Let's go back to the home page, and we're going to come back to grants and scholarships. One thing I did in grants and scholarships is this. We didn't have anything on this. When we click here, we didn't really have anything except it was popping up. This was blank, and we put. I had put this in here before about the leadership scholarship. We probably, we want to actually, create a page. You guys do your training grants, I believe, still. So we want to create a page for the training grants at some point. Maybe even put an online form in so that people could apply for a training grant through an electronically submitted form here from the website if you'd like. But I did create a ditty. I didn't have really a very good picture, so I grabbed the picture that we had on here already. But I just put a little blurb here about what grants and scholarships are all about, and we can add on to this. I just wanted to fill this in to show you guys here. Nothing much else on that particular page. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let's go back here again. We go back here, and if we click on Leadership Scholarship, we already have that in here. We actually have a link to the form for last year's Leadership Scholarship. I'm not really sure what we're doing with that this year, but considering the conference isn't happening, so maybe that's not going to happen this year. So that's what we did on that one. On the regions, haven't done much with the regions, but I do have an idea about what I think we should be doing. Diana did this nice thing with the 2 columns, and I think that's going to work out really well because of the fact that what I think you guys should probably do is I think you should probably lean up. Well, I should say I think you should probably put all of your regions in this column to the right, and ideally, what I'd really like to see us do is I'd like to see us make it so if you click on a region, it would bookmark you down the page and go to your regional person and describe what the region is. That's what I would like to see us do. We'll see that might be a little bit harder than when we talk about it here, but that's what I'd like to see you guys put all through here. I'm sorry, that's what I'm suggesting. Sorry that you guys put through there. Let's go over to Join Us for a moment. Actually, we'll go back to the home page. We can actually go to Join Us directly if we want, but we go back to Join Us. I grabbed some language just to get us started here from the INENA homepage and just plugged it in here. And one of the things we can do is we can put some boxes and links in here that take you directly to the online application for membership. Also, we can put anything more you'd like about the Illinois chapter right in here that you might want to add to this particular the box here. So I plugged that in for you to as part of the deal here to get us a little bit more down the road. And let's go back to the home page for a moment because there was some issues with these boxes here. Agenda Center now is going to Agenda Center, but it's going to Agenda Center Illinois INENA, but I'm going to have to speak to them. I haven't. I'm trying to assemble a list of things that I'd like for them to do. I don't think this, of course, should not be coming into this, so I need to tell them we need this to come up with the subheader page, and hopefully that's not going to be a big issue as far as that goes. Let's go back to the portal page to get back to INENA real quick. And but Agenda Center is going to Agenda Center now. Career Center is going to go to APCO because that's where the job thing is at. We'll have to see if that's already set on there. There's nothing in on this right now, but we will. That might be something I'll be looking into a little bit more too to try to take care of for us. But let's go on down. State of Illinois 911 info is going external right now to Cindy's website for the State 911 Administrator. I'm not sure if that's what you guys wanted this link to do or if you wanted to create pages of your own or not, but at the moment I set it so it's an external link like this at the moment. Resources, there's nothing in resources because we got to figure out what resources are, and then we'll fill that in and get that link correct. We'll get that link correctly set up for you guys as far as that goes. So, okay. Trying to think of anything else at the moment. Please remember that we need to define these areas down here, and that we need to put our heads together and figure out what we'd like for this area right here. As far as, obviously, we're going to put our contacts or whatever your contact you'd like for the for the chapter right here, and frequently asked questions, any quick links to other areas, and these items here we'll need to define. but I need to submit that to them, and then they're actually going to take care of that for us, I've been told. So I think that's about it for right now. I wanted to show you that, but something to think about, and think about the fact of what we want to keep adding and what we would like to continue to change. But I just wanted to share these updates with you today, and I hope you all have a good weekend after what's been kind of a long week with the weather that came through and everything. I know a lot of people had to deal with power outages. I did. Well, I'm sorry. We had power outage, but I have a generator at home here on the house. So, but you all take care of yourselves, and I'll be in touch. Okay. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.